Hi guys, happy Saturday. Yes, you are listening to the Business Acceleration Podcast with Dr. Brooklyn Storm, and I don't have my intro or my outro music here because yesterday I manifested a brand new gold MacBook Air, and so I'm just in the process of migrating things over from the previous MacBook to this one. So thank you very much for your understanding. Today I want to share with you a case study around a successful integration of spiritual practice into a psychologist's private practice. Now what happened was this psychologist was at work and had a conversation with one of her team members, and the team member declared that she was going to be resigning. And the reason that she was going to be resigning was because she just wasn't feeling motivated anymore. She wasn't liking doing telehealth. She wasn't enjoying private practice, things like that. Now, of course, this left the psychologist feeling all sorts of things. She was surprised, didn't see it coming. She was quite shocked. She was thinking things to herself like, wow, I've really supported this person. I don't know what I could have done differently. She started reflecting, thinking back about her relationship with a staff member, thinking about the supervision sessions that she'd provided to her, thinking about the referrals she'd given her, thinking about the furniture she bought for her room that, you know, this particular staff member specifically insisted on having, and things like that. And so then she started thinking about what she could have done differently. If she was a good person, a bad person, was she a good boss, a bad boss? Thinking all of those kinds of things. And, you know, the way your neural networks operate is once you get some momentum happening behind any thought, but in this case it was a negative one, what happens is it sets off a little bit of a domino effect, doesn't it? With more unwanted, unhelpful, not very pleasing thoughts. I just kept tumbling. But, you know, when she shared this with me, you know, gave her a moment to kind of catch her breath a little bit. And I said to her, you know, one of the things that I've noticed you're getting much better with is believing that things are always working out for you. And she said, yeah, I do believe that. And I guess it was from this space that she was then able to decide to allow herself to truly explore how this situation was working in her favor. And so what she did was she wrote out a list of positive aspects. So a list of positive aspects is when you identify the good things in what looks like a bad situation. Kind of like, you know, that whole idea of yin and yang, everything good has a little bad and everything bad has a little good. It's kind of like that. So we wanted to shift her attention onto what were the good things about this team member leaving. And so, you know, she started to write this list, and some of the things that she came up with, she's given me permission to share with you. So she felt that for a while now, the team member hadn't really been fully invested in the work that they were doing at the practice and was kind of disappointed at their lack of motivation. So it's positive because now that this person's leaving, it will make space for a motivated person who does love the work to come in. That's a good thing. She didn't have to have any awkward conversations with this team member as she'd been anticipating she was going to have to. She didn't end up having to performance manage this team member either because, you know, the team members preempted that by leaving. She didn't have to, you know, sack her, fire her, terminate her. So that was pleasing. She gets her treatment room back. She recovers lost money. So what was happening was this particular team member wasn't following some of the policies that the practice manager had in place around booking clients, for example, around billing and invoicing, things like that. So now she'll get to recover some of that money. She herself becomes a step closer to closing her private practice. So that's her big dream, to let go of private practice. She becomes a step closer to creating a brand new business that really lights her up and makes her feel very excited. She realizes she needs that contrast so that she can evolve. So she now can see that, you know, these unwanted things at the time have to happen for your own evolution. She takes a lesson from this experience and she's going to use it in future business dealings and become a better businesswoman as a result of it. She realizes that yes, things are indeed always working out for her and they are always unfolding at the right time for her. She realizes that she is fully supported by the universe. She appreciates this event and all the events that link into it. She allows herself to step into receiving mode because she knows and she can see now that she is getting what she has been asking for. She sees now that her vibration has raised and she feels better, joyful, good, excited, happy, and excited, and is experiencing a big shift in her energy and feels like, yes, things are now becoming easy for her. And so, as you can hear, this is how a list of positive aspects work. It's difficult initially to start to see the positive things, but just like your brain will have a neural network that's going to set off a domino effect for negative thoughts, you can also do the same when you shift your focus onto the positive thoughts, and you can create that momentum. And then it's just going to be a positive thought after a positive thought after a positive thought. It's this realization, an aha moment, another realization, another aha moment. And with each one of those, you feel better. It's a step up. If you were feeling 0 out of 10 before, 0 was really low and upset and anxious and worried, with each positive aspect, you bring it up to 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, till you're 10 out of 10 feeling great, 10 out of 10 feeling energized, enthused, lit up, excited. And so this is how positive aspects work. And this is really important work for you to remember, because in your private practice, it's not linear. It's never going to be a flat line. It's never going to be just an uphill trajectory where it's just always getting better. You know from your own experience, private practice has its peaks and its troughs. And it's those troughs and how you manage those, how you handle them, that's going to determine your happiness in your business and therefore your success in your business, right? All those beliefs that you attach to those experiences that you're having. And the more that you practice a tool like the positive aspects, the more quickly you bounce back from things, okay? You're not knocked over anymore and finding it hard to get back up. You realize you can pick yourself back up. And guess what? You can feel good again quite quickly again. And when you're feeling good again, you think more clearly. It makes it easier for you to make decisions, to plan for the business, to get good momentum happening in the right direction for your private practice. And that's the value of some of these tools. And yeah, I think this is such an important thing to think about because, there's all sorts of different approaches to private practice and they're all going to tell you about business strategy. But I believe firmly that if you don't have the right beliefs in place and if you don't have a good framework that's going to ground you back into your purpose and ground you back into your passion, that those business strategies alone aren't going to be enough to get you where you want to go. And that's why I created the Private Practice Monthly Mentorship. It's all about coaching private practice owners through finding their own happiness, finding their own joy, finding their own answers, finding their own ways to make the practice feel lighter, easier, inspiring, joyful, all of those positive things. And in a way that allows people the freedom to be able to explore what spirituality means for them as individuals, to listen and be exposed to what spirituality means for other individuals, and really look at, okay, we've all got our own ideas of what spirituality is. How then can I start applying my spiritual beliefs to my private practice processes so that I can get ahead in my business, so that I can create time freedom, so that I can create easier income flow, so that I can diversify income streams, all of those sorts of things that you're all wanting. Now, there's 14 places left now founding member rates for the Private Practice Monthly Mentorship. It's only $97 a month for the next 14 people that join. And in that group, it's not about you going in and saying, I need help with this, and everybody jumping in and giving you their 5 cents worth, and you coming out feeling more confused and overwhelmed and judged than ever before. This is a group where you can come in and you get personal coaching for yourself in a safe space so that you can find the answers that you need for your practice using spiritual frameworks that you already love, know, like, and trust. Okay? So this is all about empowering you to find your answers for yourself from within. And the reason that there's a fee attached to this is because, you know, this is a business and the transformation is in the transaction. If you don't have skin in the game, you are not going to get the transformations that you want. If you want to go and get free answers and free help, there are plenty of private practice groups where you can go and do that. This group isn't one of them. This group is where you're going to get coached yourself to help you find the answers that you need, okay, using spiritual frameworks. For more information about that, please check out the show notes or just head over to the website. It's brooklynstorm.com, and I can't wait to welcome you into the group. And yes, you're welcome to bring a friend. We've got incentives at the moment for people who bring friends into the group. So yes, send me a message to find out more about what those incentives are. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the process of identifying positive aspects. Please be brave and put your big toe in the water, give it a go, maybe with something small. Maybe if, you know, the kids are bothering you or hubby's bothering you or something like that at home while we're in this current situation. A small situation like that could be a good dry run for you in terms of having a go at the positive aspects process, and just familiarize yourself with it, see how you go. The more you practice, the more proficient you become, the easier it gets. Thank you so much for your time today, guys. I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you so much. Bye.